Hey there Scorpios, I'm Ellie Rose with UFORose.com and this is your October 22nd to 28th love reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever resonates, take it in. If it doesn't, let it go. So what have we got for us Scorpios this week? That one. And that one. King of Swords and the Fool in reverse. Somebody that is being strategic in a way. They're thinking everything through very carefully. They're really kind of mentally preparing themselves for something. The other person is either feeling like a fool or rushing into something without really knowing what they're going, and the two can go together. You know, you can rush into something and feel a little bit foolish, and then, you know, like these two, if the fool rushes in unprepared to the King of Swords, then the King of Swords is going to make him feel stupid. So perhaps somebody here has been made to feel stupid in some respect, or just been made to feel like, you know, they didn't know what they were doing, or that they were wrong, or like, you know, they've just been made to feel like, oh, okay, I've hurt my pride. So let's find out more. What about this fool here? Tell me more. Hanged Man, tell me more. Five of Wands. Okay. So yeah, there's been some very conflicting opinions here. This could be somebody that was told by their friends or their family, you know, don't go there, and they did anyway, and then felt silly. Or it could be somebody that, you know, didn't listen to their own like advice, or even like somebody that has had a lot of like conflicting ideas, you know, like should I, shouldn't I, what about this, what about that, and because of that they've like rushed into something without really thinking, and then ended in this Hanged Man energy, which is like waiting, pause. It's like, now I need to step back and think about what's happened. Now I need to like go off and, you know, lick my wounds and think about all of this, you know, think about all of the stabby Five of Wands energies that I've just experienced. Yeah. Okay, what about this King of Swords here? Tell me more. Ace of Wands, tell me more. The Devil. Okay, so the King, so it just came up, this could be a one-night stand with the Devil and the Ace of Wands. We see the Ace of Wands as kind of sexual, you can see why, and the Devil is always as well. With the King of Swords, it's like there's no emotion there. It's like somebody was played, not necessarily played in like a bad way, but like, you know, this person knew what they were doing. They knew that what they wanted was just sex, or, you know, just, yeah, I feel like it's that. Let's see a little bit more, huh? What about this person on my left here? Can you tell me what feelings they have towards this connection? Five of Pentacles. Oh, that's too many. I'm not going to take those. Okay, yeah. So this person here, the one that's feeling like a little bit foolish, is feeling now that they're in the Five of Pentacles, that they were rejected in some way, that they have now got to kind of go out in the cold and feel like, you know, like these people, they feel like an outcast. They feel like they've been outcasted, or they've been rejected, or like, you know, that people are laughing at them, or people are like, you know, people are not letting them in some way because of what's happened here. And I think that this person feels a little bit like they might have been manipulated with the Magician here. In particular, the Magician underneath this Five of Wands. It's like just too many conflicting opinions and not really knowing where you stand. Like not really knowing, you know, what happened. It's like, yeah, okay. What about the person on my right? How do they feel towards this connection? Empress, yeah. And the Six of Swords, yeah. So this person here can be Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, air sign, fire sign. Can be any of them, to be honest. This person felt like, you know, this was hot. With the Empress and the Devil next to each other, it's like, that's hot. And, you know, and the Ace of Wands there. There was like a hot connection here. There was some sizzle. There was, you know, sparks flying. But this person still remained in the King of Swords energy. He didn't let, or she didn't let any, didn't give the game away, didn't offer anything more than just hot, something hot, you know, something sizzling, something exciting. Wasn't willing to give any more than that, was very strategic about it. And, you know, this can be the, you know, the person that kind of pulls you in with like compliments and, you know, you're beautiful and you're amazing and this, and then once they've got that one thing, it's like they don't call again, or they don't, you know, or they're like, what, I thought we were just friends, or, you know, like this kind of thing. They're not giving away any of their heart, whereas this person on this side, yeah, feels like a fool. Feels like I'm gonna have to like go off by myself now to work out what the hell happened here, and just be in this hanged man energy. I just need to like be by myself and figure this out. Yeah. Even, and if there wasn't a one night stand here, this is like a connection. So it's like you met somebody, there was this sizzling connection, it was very magnetic, it was very attractive, and yet it didn't materialise into something. And perhaps this person put themselves out there and you know, said, hey, I'm recognising this connection, and this person was like, yes, I recognise the connection, but what? No, I'm not gonna take this forwards. Okay, so let's see what's subconsciously blocking this person on my left. Nine of Wands. And the Hierophant. Yeah, so the block for this person here, the one that's feeling like a fool, is that they're waiting for a commitment. They're waiting to see if a commitment materialises, and they're really trying to manifest it. They're like, I want this, you know, I want this commitment to come my way, and I'm willing to wait for it. You know, I've gone quite out of my comfort zone already. Like, I've already pushed myself in terms of like, you know, my self-worth, and like putting myself out there, and I want this commitment. And that in turn, I think, is blocking this person, because if they have been treated badly, then it's probably not best to expect a commitment from somebody that is working from the Devil energy. Like, if someone's working in the Devil energy, then, you know, they're like either overly committed, as in, you know, like addictions and self-restrictions and, you know, this kind of stuff, or they're just not committed at all, and they're like, I just want to have a good time. So, yeah, let's find out what blocks have we got here on the right. What are the subconscious blocks for this person? 3 of Coins. And the 5 of Swords. This person doesn't want to have to put the work in for a relationship, because they're kind of focused on relationships as being like winning and losing. Like, if you get into a relationship, you have to give away some part of yourself, or if you know, you have to be a certain way. Like, this person is worried that if they get into a relationship any more than things like one night stands and that kind of stuff, that they will have to put work into it, and they don't want to have to do that, but also they don't want to have to feel like they've lost some part of themselves, whether that's like their fun-loving, kind of like carefree side, or just that they're not quite used to commitment. They're not used to having to give themselves up to somebody in terms of from the heart, because at the end of the day, like, you know, if two people are like actually in love, then you don't really have to give anything to each other apart from love and respect. But I feel like this person doesn't really understand that. they feel like if they were to give up their wayward ways, or you know, to give up control, they feel like they would then lose. And you know, this is almost like, I don't want to be a ball and chain, which is kind of, yeah, maybe a little bit immature. Yeah, okay. What advice can we give to the person on the left? Normally I do the advice for both parties, but I feel like there's different energies here there. Okay, King of Pentacles. Yeah, so the King of Pentacles is basically telling you to feel a little bit more grounded in yourself, you know, feel a little bit more like you can trust yourself, feel a little bit like, you know, you don't need to seek this commitment from somebody else. You can commit to yourself. You can be like the King of Pentacles. You can be very dependent upon yourself. You can, you know, trust yourself to make the right decisions. This is all about like how high your self-worth is. So if you've got a low self-worth, then you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself to, like, you know, feel grounded or feel beautiful or feel like abundant. Whereas as soon as you build up your self-worth, which just takes things like, you know, having better boundaries, not letting people treat you a certain way, you know, saying no to things that you don't want to do. Like, a lot of this stuff is very much King of Pentacles, and it's also very much Venus retrograde, which is right now, I've already mentioned it, but yeah, basically this is all just like coming up to the surface for you so that you can feel more grounded in yourself, and then you can feel more confident, and you know, and then you won't feel like this fool reversed anymore. So yeah, it might be a little bit like you need to take some time to yourself in order to reach this energy, but yeah, just be patient with yourself, you know, just, yeah. So what about the person on my right? What advice can we give them? 5 of Cups. Stop breaking hearts. No, yeah, no, this person needs to let go of some past baggage, actually. That's probably what's holding them back. I mean, it always is, isn't it? This, if they are kind of operating on this like non-committed kind of energy, you know, or only want the good times, then it's because of something in their past that they need to now leave behind and recognise that they can have a beautiful connection if they just choose to. So yeah, both parties here have got to do some work, definitely. I would say for this person in the Fool energy, don't beat yourself up. You know, if this person's not ready, then maybe they will be in the future. Don't hang around and wait for a commitment. Just be committed to yourself. Look after yourself, treat yourself. You know, it's a full moon this week as well, so just make sure you do something for you and try not to like get too hung up on this stuff. So yeah, if it resonated, guys, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. If you need more advice on Venus retrograde, I've got some articles up on my website. I'll leave the links below, and I'll see you next week.